Vit, this fucking week is gonna drive me insane, I swear to fucking God.
Hold up.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
No, that's like,
Aurora was going to show up, they said.
What?
Let
What?
me
What?
What?
I don't think so. Don't freak out yet.
Why does Hope look like she's like in the same place? Like, I hate this promo. We're just losing our minds over the promo.
I can't fucking,
I cannot.
I just...
Like, what is...
who the fuck put her... But no.
Who's gonna go after Hope?
Who put Arya Shagasimi in the intro? How the fuck did Matt Davis get more
And
seats?
it's just giving like dark vibes.
Did that make Hope think of Landon?
I was like, probably
Which one?
because
Which
like...
one?
Of them trying to throw like a little bit of like Handon sliders in there without actually seeming like very like subtle kind of.
Did you notice Finch's speech?
Yeah.
She was literally describing Handon. Like what?
Like her memories, or like she's gonna bring her humanity back or something. I don't know.
I don't know what I was missing because I didn't connect none of them shits with Handon. Meet them anyway, anyhow.
And then
No humanity Hope. I'm sorry, but
I'm obsessed.
she's amazing. Like just
I didn't know because
What?
Arya in that fucking trailer is so hot.
What?
Arya in the trailer.
Oh, he looks so done. I think he's scared to come back.
That blue. Oh, and then listen. You know what?
Okay, I'm back.
They knew what they was doing.
Unless
that
it's like
look lighter than Limbo though.
huh?
What?
It doesn't look like Limbo though because
It don't.
the
But
sky.
I feel like they're gonna lie though, because we still gotta have Elvis.
Okay, but the butterfly.
Insane. I was like,
Like,
oh shit,
butterfly?
was that him?
Is Hope gonna force her to turn her humanity off? Cause like,
I could see it happening honestly.
but Vit, did you?
What?
Were you the one that said that you think next episode's gonna be a Handon episode?
Yeah,
I did.
Okay.
Yeah.
I did. Who?
What are we talking
His
about?
Landon's name is on the headstone that he's laying in front of.
Oh
So
yeah.
they made a funeral and then didn't told us. Oh yeah, his name is there, Landon Kirby. If you see Landon seeing Hope, I'm gonna collapse. I cannot.
In loving memory of Landon Kirby, and it's
I
a
cannot-
Salvatore headstone, and we know those bitches didn't give it to him.
Hey guys, it's Notch.
Hey, it's Robyn.
Hi guys, Vit.
Hi, it's Fia.
And today we're here with season 4, episode 11, discussion / review of Legacies. This episode is about the carnival, and honestly, that was mostly the consumption of this episode. I don't get a lot about Arya showing up, so I mean, no Limbo.
The stills lied to us.
They lied.
The
They
still
literally
did
Arya
lie
said
to us.
Phoenix.
Yeah.
Right.
Didn't the synopsis also say that?
No, it only said that he was going to appear, but they also did that.
He must have
once.
appeared in the frame of deletion because he wasn't there. We also had the MG and Caleb going to retrieve Ethan from his home. Why did I say it like that? Home, and that was pretty much the two biggest points. And then also Ben,
Aurora
Jed.
and Jed. Oh my god.
Aurora.
Okay, let's talk about the smallest thing first. First of all, we got Maya Finch crumbs. Hello.
Oh my god.
Why would they bring?
What if they bring Bianca back? Like, I'll be interested.
Maybe, you know what? I started to think that maybe this is the reason that Gold Rush is bringing Bianca. Like maybe she's gonna
and she
appear a
could,
bit more.
Oh.
And she did a live. She did a live within that frame and said if she could come to Legacies.
They set Maya and Finch up for a reason. Before anything. If they wanted like Maya to be gone, they wouldn't have mentioned her at all. But then mentioning the fact that her and Finch had a relationship before Josie and Finch, like Maya and Finch.
We're getting extra lovers.
Oh
But
my
I'm
God.
wondering if you see Finch tell her I said hi or hey or whatever it was she said. Oh my god, I was like,
Right, no,
yes, they're doing this.
I'm wondering if she's. I don't think.
And what about Josie? Neither of both of them
Who?
remember her anymore.
I'm sorry, who?
Exactly.
I don't know if Bianca's like on set yet, or maybe she did. But when she went on live a couple weeks ago, when she was announced to be a guest, she said that she wouldn't mind coming back on Legacies. So I don't know if that was a hint that she's on it already.
Have you noticed how every guest or person who's worked on the show, and whenever they are asked, to like, are you gonna be back or when are you gonna be back? They're like, oh, I would love to. And
Right?
then a couple of like episodes later, we see them. So like, yeah, I think that she's gonna be
also,
like a guest or something.
Also, the fact that they want to come back. If it was a negative atmosphere, they wouldn't want to, especially someone like Bianca, who is a woman of color.
Exactly.
Yeah. But also now, since she knows about Ethan, I think she'll probably want to show up at the school and see what's happening now, since she's kind of
Yeah, every now and then.
Like Kim did.
Yeah. That'd be cool.
But I'm sorry, that was
the cutest.
That was cute.
That was one of the highlights of the episode, and it lasted like 2 seconds.
The highlight, that was the second highlight. First highlight?
I said one of the highlights.
Yeah. That was
okay.
The first one was obviously
like who wrote this? Solange Morales, I think is her last name, and then Thomas.
Yes. It's Tom and a new white writer.
Okay, now that we got the Maya and Finch crumb, which I'm expecting that, writers. Now you have to give it to us because you just
remember. Wait, Robyn. Remember when I said that because Solange? I mean, I'm assuming she's Latina, and I was like, okay, yeah, I trust her, and then she delivered.
Yep.
She delivered.
Yep. Oh, it's like I was laying down when I watched that, and I fucking shot up. I was like,
we weren't expecting it at all.
Honestly, I don't even think I tweeted anything about this episode other than the Maya and Finch thing.
I literally just was screaming about Jed and Ben because they are making me go crazy.
Yeah, between them and how dumb Aurora was, that's the only thing, and like Cleo,
oh god,
the other thing, that was the only thing that I really tweeted about while I was reacting to this episode. Because I was like, I'm tired. Tired.
Okay.
Ben, it looks like Ben is Jed's gay awakening because
yes.
Okay, do we want to just get into that then, since we're already starting to talk about it?
On the gay thing? Oh my god.
Yeah, we're too hyped. Listen,
I think into Jed and Ben. Come on.
Okay.
I've never screamed that hard in my life. When I was like, I didn't, because like I thought that's what Ben was. I mean, that's what Jed was thinking. Like he couldn't explain it. I was like, does he know, or he just can't say anything? And then I was like,
I feel like those are repressed memories and feelings and shit because we know that his backstory is coming. And like
his dad,
I don't know if we can say that. Yeah, about his dad. Like, we know probably was a piece of shit.
Yeah,
and a little homophobic.
Yeah,
and then that's why he repressed everything, and now he has all these feelings that he can't explain. But I fucking love how he has Finch, because
Oh my god,
that could explain
their friendship
too, right? Like why he needed to be like alpha and why he was a bully was because like that's how his dad kind of like made him to be, because he had to be this like big tough man, you know what I mean?
Oh my god.
Meanwhile, Ben is this big tough man with these beautiful blue eyes and gorgeous, and oh my god, like
you saw the way the camera like zooming when Ben put his hand on Jed.
When they were at the gym, is everything the way they shot this episode when it comes to Ben and Jed.
Exactly.
It's so beautifully done. Like I'm impressed. Like it's the subtlety for me. The subtlety,
and the fact that when Jed was trying to push Ben away and Ben kept scooting closer, like, oh well, I do next. Like
Also, I gotta appreciate the way that they deliver their lines, because for instance last episode when he was like it's like I like simple that bit, and then now I think I like him. It was the same vibes, just soft energy. I love it.
Love it too.
Jed being like scared and just run away from Ben because
he didn't want to hurt him or say anything.
I can't do
this.
And
then when he was with Aurora, when Ben was with Aurora, and he realized that Jed and everyone else could get hurt.
He was worried about Jed.
Oh my god.
By the way, don't you guys get confused when you say Ben because you think of
Because
Ben the
Watson,
actor
yes.
and not
Yeah.
Jed the character? Yeah.
Yeah, I be
Sorry.
switching.
Why did
switching
they
things.
do that? They could have given him any other name.
Yeah, they just
He-
needed a simple, beautiful name, and they said, "Okay,
They
yeah,
could have
let's go."
given him like Sam or you know.
Or
Yeah,
something.
anything. They chose Ben, and I'd be like, I don't want to mess up anything and like say it
But they're
wrong. But
so fucking cute. Oh my god.
they're
How in like 2 episodes are we in love with them?
dead sick. I mean, well, Handon, we kind of got work. We got the same.
Handon, I was in love with Handon in the first episode in the original.
Yeah, literally. So it's kind of the same thing.
But aren't you getting like more like mature vibes?
Yes.
It's different. Like the show has grown. Even
Yeah.
though I mean I know that people make fun of it sometimes and all of that, but like you can actually see the characters growing.
I mean, because Ben does look older because he.
Oh yeah, I mean
older, right?
they
He
asked for an
thought
older
He
man.
doesn't look like a teen.
Yeah.
So yeah, like the maturity and like just.
The vibes. The kids have grown and we've also grown with them, and that's beautiful. I don't know. I love it.
Yeah, I mean, we've grown with them so much, and like comparing Jed to how he was in season 1, they do like
Yeah, that's what I
different
mean.
people.
It's a whole arc basically, and we haven't even noticed it that much because he's now like a main character. It's
Yeah.
not the same as with Lizzie, for instance, which is very obvious and you get to, I don't know, but I'm just very appreciating the.
And we did want a gay character.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Remember when?
Past episode, we're with
Can I-
Jackson.
Yeah, can I just say, I know that Thomas, because I saw the tweet, he asked for like a horror night carnival thing. I'm just gonna claim my carnival from A05 and 205.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, but I'm sorry, but the podcast asked, we specifically talked about having a gay character. We
Yeah.
talked about a female werewolf. We talked about a banshee and a wendigo. We also fucking talked about Aurora being at the Salvatore school.
Yeah.
And gods.
And we
Oh,
also
God.
talked about Handon being the greatest destroyer of all, just for Landon to say it.
I'm sorry, but like,
You
If
can't
you
make
guys
it
are
not.
listening, you just need to hire Robyn. That's all I'm gonna say, Brett.
Yeah.
You know what you're doing with your fix. That's it. That's
Yeah, but also we kind of mentioned. Well, we kind of were kind of wrong, but remember how earlier we saw like saying that they need a gay character, like somebody to be like a boyfriend, and we were like, oh, first we thought it was gonna be Clark, like, oh, Clark gonna have a boyfriend because it was like 406
we
coming,
thought maybe
and then it
Caitlin.
ended up being for
Oh yeah.
Jed.
My 2 guesses were Jed and Clark
But
because
no,
of
but
the
we did
way
get-
that they put the casting call.
Yeah,
The only
but-
2 actors that made sense.
But in season 2, we were all over Roth and Jed.
Oh
Oh yeah, but that was the
yeah,
homie,
yeah.
and this isn't the homie, so we're good.
Get up. Oh, but but Jed and Roth could have ate so good.
But we've always kind of thought Jed.
Oh yeah, we've always
Yeah.
put them like the fruity vibes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So then the fact that he's getting a boyfriend is just a beautiful boyfriend at that. Like
Jed was always part of the fruit basket.
pretty people.
Yeah.
Yes.
Legacies has
They're
become
gonna-
so
they're
gay
gonna-
after
yeah.
December, and I fucking love it.
Honestly, they have.
Like we came back from hiatus, and everything is just queer, and I'm just here for it. Like,
Yeah.
almost like they needed to lose something to gain something.
all right, just an exchange, sacrifice or something. I don't know. Oh, which will lead us eventually to the promo stuff with Landon and the theories and shit.
God.
But
Yeah,
anyway.
the lack thereof of Landon. But
Okay. Let's talk about the Cleo and Aurora and the school
That
stuff.
bitch. I'm sorry. I love
Aurora
the
needs to
actress.
go.
She's annoying. She's annoying.
Rebecca
Like,
is great. Rebecca's her name, right?
Yes,
That's
Rebecca.
stupid. Okay, good. But like the character, I can't
Well,
stand
what
her.
the fuck does she want, honestly? She wants to get rid of Hope because what? Klaus pissed her off? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
are you
Like,
kidding me?
no, because
What
she
the
looked,
fuck
she
is that
looked,
gonna
no,
do?
she thought she put her anger towards Hope, and then when Hope got outbested her after she bested
She
Hope, now
wants
she
to
wants
hurt
to kill
Klaus.
her.
She wants to hurt Klaus, but Klaus is fucking dead. What does it matter if Hope lives or not?
Yeah.
Who is it gonna
Yeah.
hurt?
Literally, she's bitter.
Like what you're trying to
I mean,
get
she
even
got
for your
Camille
brother
killed,
or
so
whatever. Like, well, I just like, well, what the fuck is your point, Aurora? Really, what are you doing?
Yeah,
being a menace.
she's
and that's
weird. She's weird though. Because the thing is that the fact that you watched Hope for so long and yet you don't know anything else.
And why
I mean,
now?
I love that they're bringing back characters from like the originals and stuff,
Yeah.
enemies. I mean,
Yeah.
which
And
is
we
also something that you talked about here like
Right.
a lot.
You talked about her father's enemies coming after her, and they talked
I
about
wanted
that
Michael
too.
though, like
Yeah.
Michael coming back even as a ghost, even in Limbo, you can make it work. But
Yeah.
I don't think that. I don't know. I just wanted someone terrorizing
like-
Hope for being a traitor.
Like, I'm surprised that not more have come after her, honestly, because Klaus had a lot of enemies. And, it's not like, I know he killed a bunch of them in season 5, right?
And it's not like a secret either. Like Hope goes by Michelson now. She's not a marshal anymore.
Yeah.
So where are they?
But it's just like, well, they must be afraid of her. That's got to be the thing.
Mhm.
They're afraid of her, right? Like they were afraid of Klaus. But and Aurora clearly isn't afraid of anyone because she's.
I mean, she's also like less vulnerable than any other vampire. Even though I mean,
Aurora's
like, yeah,
a
she's
loser.
old.
Yeah, Aurora is
But
at her big age.
She's a loser.
But she can't be hurt by the aneurysm thing or any other spell. Like Vervain doesn't really hurt her anymore because she's been through like a lot. So she is a threat to regular vampires. It's just Hope is at like another level. So that's why we got gods now and demigods and all that.
But like, really, what's gonna take down Hope?
I just love the actress, but hate the character. I just can't. I've never liked Aurora because she killed Camille and she was a
I will never fucking forgive her for that.
Oh my god, no. But let's go back to Cleo though.
Okay, so Aurora went into Cleo's head, which we've been wanting someone to do.
A head dive.
Yes.
A head dive, yeah. And Cleo's head was really interesting, having all those art pieces around. But like, Cleo's smart. Why the fuck did her eyes go towards the?
Why would she look at the artifact?
Away.
You know, I'd like to think that it's because it was her subconscious and because she had the truth tea thing.
Yeah.
Because she couldn't control. I mean, she was her most vulnerable, so it makes sense.
How
did
we getting?
Very bad.
But if anything, she should have been able to look at it immediately instead of waiting.
We literally getting everything we want.
It's like she waited until when Aurora was like, it's like you can feel it, and then once she said that, that's when she looked. She could have just looked at it immediately.
But did Aurora find out about Cleo through Lizzie?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Because she said she'd been watching, which means that she's probably been watching since.
She just so she knows what happened.
Or she could have
She's such a
heard
loser.
From other characters.
Klaus dumped her. Like
from other students, I mean. She was
all that because
everyone. But
Klaus dumped her. No words.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
You know,
It's worse than Catherine.
Does the Cleo stuff reminds you of Bonnie in season 8?
Yes.
When she lost her powers. Very fucking sad, and I hate that it's another character of color. Like, why?
Because she was
like, I get it, but why?
Because like in the beginning, it was like, oh, everyone comes to me, and everyone's asking me, and it's just like, oh, hello, Hope 2.0.
Yeah, I was like, well,
yeah.
Now you know how Hope lives.
Exactly.
Right, but also she makes it seem like sometimes she don't insert herself into helping things.
Right.
Last episode, she literally said, well, let me help. Let me go find something. You didn't have to do that. So, like, sometimes you also insert yourself to help. It's not like everybody does come to you. Yes, some people do because you made it known 20 times that you were amused. So,
and that's why Finch also told her that.
But no one relates it to Hope and what Hope was feeling. Like MG. Hope basically told MG. And then now Cleo is figuring it out, and yet like this is a school of supernaturals, and no one can fucking do anything to help themselves. Like now Cleo's experiencing it,
but at least now Cleo gets it. So.
She gets it.
And the truth weed was good because Finch, like when Finch was going off and being like, well, because you guys are all cliquey and blah blah blah, and I was just like, I fucking love Finch. I love
Finch. This episode, like I know that if there are some stragglers here that aren't supposed to really be here listening, and I'm sorry in advance if you get pissed off, but like Finch is so much better without Josie here. I'm sorry, like Josie was the thing that was dragging her down. For me personally, my opinion, she was just too annoying. She was always running behind her and doing shit, and now it's like she's flourishing. I don't know how to explain it because language interference was like
that's something that CW does with a lot of couples. Every time a main character has somebody like as a significant person they're dating, they always fall under the realm. Just like on Riverdale when Tony became Cheryl's like beck and call, and then it took them breaking up for Tony to get her own story development. You got on Dynasty where Liam ended up becoming just like what's it called? Violence beck and call. It's always something like that.
Well,
They're never have like when they become somebody's boyfriend or girlfriend, they literally just lose their storyline. So
and it makes you think like, are those like little storylines or the way that they write the characters on purpose, or do they just not know how to properly write a balanced relationship and they need that drama to keep the show going?
Well,
like, I don't get it.
We love Handon, but I'm sorry, but that's kind of what happened to Landon too.
It did. It's the same thing, which is I mean, even when Stephanie and Caroline,
especially season two,
we love
he became just like
Landon's storyline. They're separated, and he's stuck in a fucking holding cell in limbo because they don't know what to do with him.
I feel like they're pushing him back, which we're gonna get into at the very end when we talk about the promo. Though
they let everybody who got their new powers get whole ass episodes. Everybody got it. Lizzie, Caleb, Ethan, Cleo, like everybody who got their powers got flourished episodes, but Landon loses his within 5 fucking minutes. He's the only one.
There has been more development for Landon in this season than there has been in other seasons. Like for instance, the episode that Lane and Brett wrote with him and Alaric in the room where he was just like, I don't know what to do now, and he was like, like that whole speech.
Yeah, which we had
parallel.
Yes,
we had to fight for that.
That was beautiful. It was beautiful, and but like right now, all he's doing, he's stuck in limbo, babysitting 2 morons that probably don't deserve to come back.
They don't deserve to come back. And then we have Landon paying for sins that his father
They're
done.
literally bickering like kids. And Landon's just like, are you guys fucking done already? Like,
and he's like what, 18?
Yeah.
The other ones are like over 40. Damn.
So Landon is. I'm really hoping that this limbo thing is pushing up to something, and it's gonna start like hopefully next episode. But we'll talk about that. But like, it is true, and I do agree with that. Finch was kind of pushed to the side because Josie was kind of taking the spotlight, and now Finch doesn't have her, so she has to grow without her.
Like, don't get me wrong, like the ship itself was very nice to see, like the rep and everything. They were cute, but like since I have some complicated feelings toward Josie, that kind of like hindered on my like the way I see the characters, I guess.
If you think about Finch's best episodes, her best episodes are the episodes where she's not with Josie. Because the episode where we found out when she was a wolf, like how she became a wolf, was one of her best episodes. And she was with Lizzie, right? And then in this episode, it was one of her best episodes. Like Finch was featured so much more today. Like she had so much more screen time today. And like the way that she helped, in the last episode, not last episode, but like an episode where she helped Ethan about like the whole Lizzie thing. And then now she's helping Jed with this whole Ben thing. Like Finch is such a good character. And
I feel like
so blinded by their shit that they couldn't see the fact that she was a good character.
I feel like when she gets her own episode by herself, that's when she flourishes the most. And I feel like right now, when she mentioned the Alpha storyline, maybe she'll be getting her own thing with that as well. But when she's by herself and she has her own thing, you get to see her emotions, because these past few episodes, you never really got to see how she felt isolated from the group. They will always have like meetings, and they will when they literally left her and Ethan, and they were trying to find a reason how to get hope. She was finally able to express herself, even though it was from, them basically being slipped in her juice. But you're seeing her be more open about it.
Like I know, Pia, you thought that her little speech paralleled Handon, but I also thought that it paralleled Finzi, because like Josie asked her to stay at the school, and then Josie took off.
Oh shit, you're right. Yeah, you see the Handon chokehold is stronger.
Not the chokehold.
Yeah,
but like
me, that was kind of what I saw, was that she was mad at Josie because now Finch did choose to stay behind. She could have gone with Josie. So I don't think she's like mad at Josie. I think she's just like, okay, she asked me to be here. She asked me to stay. She asked me to come. But then she took off. Speaking of Josie, Hope's little quip.
she was shady as shit.
She was like, Josie had to go, quote unquote, find herself.
Oh, it's hilarious.
We'll talk about Hope after, but I just had to, yeah. But anyways, but Finch, her relationship with Cleo and her relationship with Jed, I'm loving. Like they're so good.
I think that might be her group. Like,
yeah, we've gotten to see all these characters that we have seen before, but we haven't really like gotten to know better in a way. Which also pains me a little bit because Landon was supposed to be a main, but we never got really deep into him. It was always like Hope and Landon in the same package, and even though I ship them, like that's fine. But individually, when you stand them individually, it's kind of like hard to get more content of them, like story wise, development.
You know what? Okay, so in 301, when Hope and Landon were in the bed, and he was talking about, Rolf and I decided we're going to bring the fight to the bad guys. And Hope was just like, like a super side squad. And to me, it feels like Cleo and Jed and that are the super side squad that Landon.
They're like a B team, but the way that they are doing it now, it's so much better than before. Yeah. Okay, what do we have next?
Let's talk about MG and Caleb and Ethan. Even though, it's Ethan, so let's talk about Ethan.
Yeah, I mean,
why they treating him like he murdered someone?
Yeah, why is it making
all the drama?
Worse? Why do it make it sound like he's done worse? They make it sound like he shouldn't, like what he's doing isn't right. Like, yes, he lied, but y'all lied and done worse. He tried to protect the school, so he still had good intentions. Y'all complained and bitch.
MG acting like he's like this fucking saint or
something.
And
then use Caleb's own line? You didn't think that shit on your own.
MG's annoying so much.
Let alone y'all put this in Ethan's mind with fucking 18 to 19 going into 406 about or whatever the episode was when you had to keep practicing how to kill Hope, and he took it serious because that's what y'all been practicing for. Like, let him go through. So what was he supposed to know? Because y'all don't let him in on plans.
Ethan did not tell them about Lizzie and then hid the stake or something, or I don't know, didn't tell him about Lizzie.
Yeah, and he hit the stake.
He chose to forget.
MG lied about the Ascendant, was never
for a fucking month.
He only got caught. I mean, it's just like his best friend, I guess. He only got caught because Alyssa took the spell away to hide the Ascendant. Otherwise, he was never going to say anything. Caleb fucking betrayed Hope and took her transitioning body to Malivore to fucking starve and die for a girl he barely knew. And they're punishing Ethan for that?
Yeah.
They punished him worse. They punished him worse. Like,
it's so, but also I hate that the way that they are treating him is like Vit said, he didn't murder anybody.
Yeah.
So why are they acting this way? Like overreacting to shit that, like all he did was talk to Lizzie. He was working with her. He didn't do anything that all of them haven't done before.
Yeah, literally. So, if anything, it's like what he done to everybody else. For some reason, what he's done is supposedly just the worst thing ever.
Well, yes, because betraying, someone who's supposed to be your friend, both of them, both MG and Caleb did that, and apparently that's not as bad as lying about a girl taking off.
Yeah. It's like, it's okay when they do it, but if anyone else does it, no. And I thought that only extended to Hope, because Hope can do, she can't do shit without people getting mad and pissed at her for even breathing, and then everyone else can do whatever they want. But now Ethan is also part of that little, you can't do anything clan.
Yep.
Fucking stupid.
Yeah.
But anyway. Ranting. We're tired of it.
We really are. Like, it's just so frustrating.
Yeah, it's annoying because, like, no one suffered repercussions, and for some reason y'all pick Ethan, who's done less than y'all did, and then you have to keep hearing MG and Caleb go through, well, I don't deserve to be on the spot. You don't, so stop saying it then. Damn, like how many times you gonna keep saying, well, we should find somebody to replace me? Well, they tried. And what did MG do? Kick Ethan out over him becoming close to Lizzie. When you put loyalty to your head.
Now that we're talking about it, yeah, that thing. Now that we're talking about it, MG has this like he owns Lizzie, and I fucking hate that shit because she is her own person and she gets to decide who she wants to be with. If she wants to be with whomever she wants, that's on her. But the way that MG is like, oh, I'm a good guy, and because I'm a good guy, you need to be with me. Like, no, that's not how it works. That's why I hate the term friend zoning someone, because just because you're nice to a girl doesn't mean that she owes you anything.
Yeah, and it's like he's the one that pushed her away, and the moment she showed any
he kissed Alyssa, who said
literally
that she was gonna do a spell to force him to fall in love with her, and then he was like, oh, but I guess you're a good person too, and then he kissed her.
Yeah, the moment though that she showed any interest in Ethan was when MG was all of a sudden like, oh wait, like I'm interested now.
Yeah, and he can't say that he didn't think Lizzie liked him because she literally said, oh, I could have slipped up and like slept with you. He could have took it anyway. Like, oh, well, why would she consider that? Like, oh, well, maybe I should still like see what's happening. He literally gave up. So like, stop acting like. Why did he choose Alyssa? Like, why did he choose Alyssa?
Off topic, but it's fucking annoying. Like, shut the fuck up for a minute. Don't be a fucking hipster.
Like, you didn't give a fuck about what Lizzie was doing, and then and then you hear about Ethan, and now it's I might like her again. How many times you gonna on and off like, and then you're trying to slip around with them? You flopped. You're not giving me anything.
We totally got off track.
Yeah, we did. I'm sorry.
Cleo in like.
Okay, yeah, okay. Let's go back to Cleo. Cleo and her mind subconscious thing. Fuck Aurora.
Okay.
Aurora is such a bitter ass woman. Like, go home.
Amino posted a photo of her and Courtney, and
she did.
So fucking.
She did.
It's
where?
So I will put it up on the screen for people who haven't seen it yet. But oh my god, it's so cute.
Oh my god,
isn't that cute?
Yes, I love it. No, in the caption, Cleo.
Yeah, her caption.
Hilarious. We love to see it. Okay. Do we think that she lost her entire magic, or is it just the power of the muse thing?
I think it was her inspiration she lost.
Yeah.
Not her magic, but her inspiration. Because that was the only thing that Aurora touched. Because she had everything separated, right?
Mm-hmm.
But was her inspiration her magic? That's the thing. Is because it always goes slow when she did her magic.
Yes. I don't know. I'm a little worried that they're gonna repeat Bonnie storyline in season 8.
So that's what I've been saying. That can.
Yeah. Like I really hope not. But if it happens, I hope they do it better. Because that was. I don't know. We'll see, I guess. Oh, you know what was funny? Even though I don't really like the characters, MG turning into Alaric, and then that whole scene at
I did say that
with Maya. Yeah, pretty funny. Like, act white.
I tried.
Act white.
I laughed but the fact that Matt Davis was roaming on the set more than and Landon didn't. I don't care. At this point, you can keep that scene too.
What else happened? I'm blanking.
We're gonna talk about the Hope and Lizzie stuff after.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Trying to think because that's I think the biggest part of the episode.
Yeah.
That was it though. If we're mentioning MG acting like Alaric, the way that Caleb tried to like kind of throw Alaric the oop with Ethan's mom talking about some, he still talks about you, like that's all you talk about. I'm like, why are you still giving this man hope? Let him be at rest.
Like, did you talk about Aurora and Ben? Ben and Cleo, what he told her about the gods, and that hope isn't the one day.
Oh wait.
Oh, we didn't talk about
Let's talk about Aurora and Ben. Like, what? Like she said, like she asked to learn how to kill the tribrid, but then he told her about gods.
So Ben knows what the tribrid is.
Yeah,
I mean, he's a demigod, and he was trapped somewhere, and then the Gorgon ate him. So he probably heard something, a triad, if he was near them, I guess. I mean, he's a demigod. I'm not putting it past him. Like,
I just don't understand though. Like, so like she got inspiration to not get what she was supposed to be inspired for. Like, she was inspired to learn how to kill the Tribrid, but then she said that you might be involved, and then she asked
no.
him,
Remember,
Yeah, because she saw Ben on the vision.
remember that the inspirations aren't like literal stuff that you are told to do. Because remember when we saw the tree, and then we were like, oh, that's probably the tree that's gonna kill Hope, blah blah blah. And now she saw Ben. Yeah, so she knows that he has something to do with it. So since he's a god, or I mean demigod, he would know.
You think Ben? You would think that Ben has been in so much pain that he wouldn't have crumbled under Aurora, you know?
Yeah, you would think, but I guess.
Yeah, but Jed.
But I guess when she threatened.
Right. Oh, because she threatened Jed. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, not Jed specifically. Everyone else that can get hurt, but like Jed.
But Jed.
Jed. He threatened Jed. That's the only one that Ben cared about. Come on now.
Let's be real.
Yes, exactly. So, okay, yes, that makes sense. So now Aurora's what? Okay, because Prometheus was a Titan, right?
Yeah.
And the way that that Ben made it sound, it was almost like Aurora was going to wake up the Titans.
She was going to wake them up.
I mean, he said God, but I'm assuming that they're changing stuff.
Yeah.
They're waking up Elvis.
Well, because Prometheus.
Shut up, bitch.
They're waking up Elvis.
Yeah, the thing is that.
Nice, got triggered.
You know who I would like to see? Atlas. Fucking Atlas. Just how they would do that whole thing about holding the world, and this is just a metaphor. But you know who also I'd like to see? Who I think Jen is? I know that you said in the last podcast that you thought it was Pandora. I think it's her daughter. I don't know the pronunciation in English, but I know it's Pira in Spanish. So there you go. She's a redhead, just like the story, the rocks with the humans, and it just makes sense.
That would make sense too. So then what are we going to have Ben and Jen? That's going to be a lot to get used to.
Yeah, but also, you know what? I've been thinking about this with Pira and all of that, but they said that she was a god, or a goddess, I guess. But wasn't Pira like a demi, like a quarter god?
But they also
because she was a Prometheus and Pandora's kid.
Yeah.
Okay, off track. I'm sorry, but just Greek mythology.
Pandora. It was Prometheus's brother's kid, right? Pandora and
yeah, Prometheus. Or I don't know if that's the name in English.
Ruth, something like. Anyway, I can't remember. But so do we think that they're gonna get together with the Salvatore School to defeat Aurora and the gods?
I hope so, because if she
I assumed it would be, but to be honest, like, what the fuck is Jen doing? Like,
I honestly think that I have it like, I don't know if that's a theory, but I went off on chat the other day about Jen, because I think she's Pira, and it makes sense for me because she created humans with the rocks. Yeah. And the other Deucalion, I don't know the name in English, I'm sorry, but he was supposed to be Prometheus' son, who would throw rocks like on Earth, and they would turn into humans, and she made women and he made men. So if Prometheus, or Ben in this case, made the monsters, you would think that she'd get mad at him and would want revenge because he created the monsters that are threatening humans, like her creation.
Pandora was made from clay.
Yeah. So
like that would make a lot of sense in that aspect. And then Prometheus stole magic for the humans. But you know what? What if it's interesting is that the price that they have to pay to defeat the gods is to remove all magic from the world.
Yeah, that's the other thing that I was telling you about. Like, because, and spoiler for anyone who has read any Cassandra Clare book, the theory about those books at the very end. Wait, no, it's fine. At the very end of the series, the last series, within the universe, people are speculating that it could end up with everyone losing their powers and being stripped of their magic. And I think that it could work if they want to end this universe, the TVD universe. For instance, next season, let's say that everyone loses their powers and they learn to be humans. Like you have no magic, no more vampires, no more witches, no more anything. You're just human, and you learn to live with it, right? So, but I don't know if they would do that because of the Michelson history.
Yeah,
unless Hope ends with like a child or something, and they tell that kid stories like, oh, the story of the Michelsons and all that.
Didn't someone write a story about that?
Exactly.
Anyway, no,
we got way off track, but
could you
this
imagine,
is very interesting.
though, because Hope is so dependent on her powers, and
Yeah,
Landon
everyone
is
at this
human
school
now, right? Like Landon, that would mean that Landon would be the one helping them because they're all like dependent on their powers, and Landon isn't because he grew up in this world where he had no powers. And like again, reminds me of another story that I wrote, but you know, which also had Greek mythology, by the way. Saying, but like if they took all of the magic, it would be a whole new world for these kids.
Yeah, but even if they do it for just a little bit, like just half a season or an arc or something, just to see how these characters would act and be and who they are when they are stripped from their identity or what makes them them.
Yeah, because
I would like to see it, but I don't know how they would.
But do you think I feel like the gods would be the biggest competition though, because I know for a fact Aurora is not going to be the main.
The gods were
piece.
mad.
We have Uranus and Gaia, like big two, so I wonder if they're gonna bring them back. Like this opens up a whole new fucking world of possibilities because you don't only have like the Greek gods, you have the Romans, which essentially is the same thing, just different. Like what's the word? Like you know that Zeus and fuck, I forgot the name. But Neptune and Poseidon are the same thing.
Yeah.
Different not personalities. I forgot the word, but you know what I mean. And then you have like the Egyptian gods, but you also have like Native American stuff. And like but anyway.
But okay, keeping on this god thing, was it peculiar that Ben's lover was named Ash?
Yeah, sure.
Ash, as in like rise from the fire in a sarcophagus of ash?
The phoenix?
Like the phoenix?
Mm-hmm.
And the magic was fire?
I hope that those are clues and that we are not clowning, because I'm fucking tired of waiting for something to happen with Landon and his powers.
Yeah,
I know.
Just keep pushing him back.
Like
it's
my
annoying
expectations
me
all the time. Like at this point, I forgot Landon was a phoenix. He's a phoenix? I didn't know. Hell, I didn't even remember. 2 seasons of no phoenix? I just forgot.
And like this season, they literally keep him at limbo to make no
The thing is
hope.
that they don't even have to.
Yeah,
you don't even have to.
No, they don't have
to. If I was going to milk their toxic thing, you're gonna just have to be separate and have their own storylines, opposed to just sitting here and have him be in limbo because you don't know what the fuck to do with him.
No, but they're obviously separated because they need Hope to have her know humanity.
Yeah, but that's the point. If it was like alive, she wouldn't have reasons to turn it off.
I mean, that's the whole reason why she avoided his key. And then Lizzie happened to make herself Hope's problem, so that's why Hope was able to use her key, because she pushed that Landon stuff aside and used the most recent problem in her mind, which was Lizzie's key. But like,
they could at least make something with him at limbo, like deal with his trauma or something. Because
I said this before we got into the actual episode, and I said, did it not, like, to me it seemed like there were subtle clues that they were alluding to Landon being Hope's humanity, the way that like Lizzie's speech to the little girl and like the Finch's speech and like all these like little things, to me that's kind of like saying like, okay, Landon is Hope's humanity, and the reason she's acting the way she is because she literally like lost this person, you know.
Yeah, they're like completely avoiding the topic and skirting around it, which is very suspicious. So
when Lizzie told like she's always gonna be a part of you. I
Yes.
was like, yeah, that's literally Landon to
To
Hope.
me, that speech, yes, it was a parallel to 104 when MG was compelling Sasha about Dana, and then Hope was just like, no, let her, like, she's got to feel it or whatever, you know, because Lizzie was just like, just make her forget it, which is exactly what Hope did. Is she literally just like shut her humanity off so she didn't have to feel it, so she could forget it. But that speech, which paralleled that, really reminded me, like, as Hope was listening, I was hoping she was like thinking, or maybe Lizzie was thinking, okay, this is actually a lot like Landon, you know, or like Hope losing Landon, and like comparing it in that sense, like paralleling that, because like to me that's what it kind of like alluded to.
Yeah. We just haven't gotten shit, which is pretty sad.
And then we got MG talking about how he killed Landon. Like, that's the Landon crumb we get.
Did you notice how he was like, and everyone moved on, nobody said
Yeah.
anything?
Yeah,
I was like,
exactly.
yes.
I love how
And that's
I love
the
how you mentioned
problem.
that. I love how you mentioned that. I said, yeah, because y'all don't like to talk about trauma, and you also like to just throw things aside. No repercussions.
Yeah.
So happy writers, you know what you be doing in your writing room.
It have been like so long we have been like in this draw, like with Handon, because we were used to eat at least
Oh
crumbs
yeah, bread.
every episode.
He
This
did
the
what he
crumb
had
we
to
get
do.
though.
This is why we got season 3. Because Brett was preparing us.
Yeah.
But it's sickening.
But
It's
he did
sickening.
say-
I can't do
It's
this.
I hope
sick,
you
though.
say
It's sick, though.
before
It's
getting
He warned us that it was going
started.
to be the least romantic season, and it has been.
But honestly, it's so good though. Like I
Yeah,
will take
it's-
like
it's making
no
us
It is
insane.
really good. Season 4 has been so good, even without
That's
Handon.
good.
I'm sorry, but No Humanity Hope fucking slays.
Yeah,
this
it's like
is
I
the
tweeted
best.
like Legacies looks like a whole new show, but like it still has its essence, but like it's literally another show.
Yeah,
First off,
it's darker. It's
Yeah,
true.
definitely. And I don't know why Danielle thinks that people are gonna not like Hope.
Yeah,
Because she
why would she
is
even talk about
amazing.
that?
It's the trauma. I mean, you've seen the way people react when Hope doesn't
Yeah.
do what they want her to do. So I understand that
True.
part. But I
Yeah,
wish she would
and that's
see
gonna
how
happen
much we
again.
fucking love Hope. Like
I'm pretty
we
sure
really
that's gonna
do.
happen again as we get further into the season.
Oh,
You
absolutely.
know it. Once that Handon comes back, that's when everything's gonna fall into place.
Gonna need
But
like
also,
I'm gonna need 3 episodes for them to deal with just Handon because there's no way I can do this.
It's gonna
How?
be really
What to
good.
be
How
like
I gonna get like
16.
20 minutes?
That's
20
gonna be at
minutes
the
of
end.
Handon on the finale and
After
then wait until
16,
October.
we're
Then
we'll
gonna
get
okay.
we're gonna get 2 episodes of Handon, which means we have had Handon for 2
Well, because
seasons.
we're gonna get Hope's humanity back, we're gonna get Landon back, and they're gonna be fighting the gods. And Landon is
So we're not gonna actually have anything.
We're gonna get like
Oh.
Tribal Hope and Phoenix Landon fighting the
Side
gods.
note, I just remember. I mean, I don't really know about. This is a side note going back to Asher. I don't really know about mythology in like the Middle East or around that area, like in Mesopotamia and stuff. But wasn't there a god named Asher?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, that was it. It's just because of the Sphinx thing on
He wasn't
his like
as he wasn't
it
as
has the same
prevalent-
symbol as the Asher god, or
he wasn't
very
as,
similar
like,
to it.
important or prevalent in like, you know, mythology and stuff.
Mhm.
But if you think about like the legend of the Phoenix and the name Ash, like,
Yeah, it fits.
you know, I mean, yeah, it totally fits. And then like the fact that, again, like we said, the magic is fire. Like, you know, Jed said, oh, he brought back fire, and then Ben was like, no, I brought back magic,
Which is very poetic too.
tying in the fire to the magic, and then having his name happens to
Yeah.
be Asher. Like, it's just, you know,
It can't be nothing. Like
it can
Yeah.
be
please.
nothing.
It's just so funny because you guys are like talking about mythology and there's Nige and me. Just
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. I know.
smiling and nodding. No, you guys have
Anyway,
fun. You guys are
let's go
explaining
back
stuff.
to
But
I
okay, okay, let's talk about Hope and Lizzie. First off,
I love
Hope
them.
with the whole like, I didn't know I could do that. Cool.
She's so
I
so
just
funny.
decapitated that vampire.
With her-
Jesus.
Wait. When she was doing the eye, I don't know the name in English, but you know the thing when she put the finger and then the ball went up.
yeah.
Yeah.
And the smile. She's
Yeah.
like, I'm
Down
so-
bad.
Hope
Just
is
down bad.
I fucking love Hope. Hope is like when she compelled the girl and she was just like, "You're gonna let us in and you're gonna give us all your money," and it's just like,
Doesn't
It
even
was
need the
it was
money.
also so
She's just
funny
so
when Lizzie did it and she was like, "You're gonna give me $40 or 45." I don't remember the number,
Yeah.
but funny.
I mean,
but
for me
now, if you
personally, I
think
just
about it,
like how in the episode itself you got to see more than just Heretic, Lizzie, and Tribal Hope. You also got to see other vampires because we haven't seen other supernatural which is why I'm also shocked that they showed Iman's vampire eyes as well.
They did. Oh yeah, I noticed that.
It must have been vampire heaven on this episode because we rarely see like how 2 seasons ago, well last season and season 3, we rarely saw werewolf eyes, and then we haven't seen vampire eyes, and then this season we're seeing a combination of both.
Yeah, and every other scene we see Jed flashing his eyes and shit, and that just it's like they suddenly remember that this show is about a school for supernatural kids, and that those supernaturals live outside the school.
You heard the podcast.
I love it.
If you think about it now, the reason why Lizzie failed at that compulsion is because she's a regular vampire that can't compel other do.
Oh yeah, I mean Hope's an original. She can compel.
Which is why she can do compulsion on other vampires.
And she can fire other vamps.
People are so surprised.
Other vamps, so it just shows you her power.
Yeah.
Oh, Hope is so good at controlling herself. Like this actually showed us how much she actually controls her magic and her strength.
Yeah,
like she's fucking amazing. And without her humanity on, wow.
And that's why she can control, because she has her humanity off. Because we know that when her humanity is on, she's like can't control her magic at all.
Yeah,
but with her, I wonder what she's gonna be like once she finally turns it on and she has all those emotions heightened because of her vampirism. Yeah, I would like to see it. I'm very excited about that.
Landon's gonna be there, so gonna be fine.
It's gonna be incredible. Danielle's gonna give an amazing performance, but like I'm loving No Humanity Hope so much.
Yeah, me too. She's so funny, honestly.
She's like a comedian and everything.
Yeah, she's getting the best parts of the show right now.
Lizzie as a vampire is so funny. Like even because her emotions are heightened, so she's just Lizzie, but she's like Lizzie with
on steroids. It's like the best part of Lizzie being Lizzie.
I fucking
like the last part of them like working together was so awesome.
Yes.
And then they killing the guy was really.
Maybe I'm just
like reminders. Yeah, reminders of
Caroline. The other vampires.
Yeah.
Caroline and
Bonnie. Good. Oh yeah, for me, I don't know. I can't see Elena and Hope like being the same person. To me, it's more like Caroline and Bonnie after Elena was gone. So I don't know. I just really love that dynamic.
Well, I mean, if you think about it, they did put Josie as Elena and then Lizzie as Caroline.
Oh, you're right. Oh my God, yes.
So like,
I just really miss the Vampire. Maybe I'll rewatch it. I don't know.
Bonnie was basically utilized in the same way that Hope was.
That's why I like relate them a lot.
Yeah.
It's just
so like
the same mistreatment.
It's very much like a Bonnie Caroline thing. And
oh yeah, I love it.
It's awesome. I fucking love their dynamic. I love their friendship. I love like they play off of Jenny and Danielle play off of each other so well. Like
it's like this bantery chemistry they have. It's like, wow, you really you can feel like they are best friends. It's like, who would have thought? Besties. I love it.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like the fact that we kind of got to see them without having like banter back and forth how they normally are, but seeing them team up, and it wasn't like Hope trying to compel Lizzie to do it; they were doing it their free will. You know, I can't wait to see what's gonna happen next, though. I feel
when they cut the vampire in half.
Yes, that was good.
Like, okay, so and Hope's like trying to like teach Lizzie, and she was just like, but you could obviously tell like when Hope was like didn't want to help the little girl, and Lizzie did, and she was standing there watching Hope walk away, and it was kind of like she was looking at her like, what the hell happened to my friend? Like, who are you? You know, she could really see the implications of Hope having her humanity off.
And the fact that she couldn't say anything either because of the Cyberbond.
Yeah, she couldn't say anything because of the Cyberbond. So she literally sees the fact that what this has done to Hope, and that Hope is not who she normally is, because like Hope killed herself to save people that she didn't even know. And then now all of a sudden she's just like, we're gonna walk away because I don't really care about this little girl.
Yeah, like what's one more kid? And you know what also reminded me of, Robyn? Your fake, the dark Handon one. When with the kids, remember when Hope and Landon like killed everyone?
Oh yeah, yeah.
And then they left alive the little kids so they could send a message.
Yep.
Yeah. Very great. Chef's kiss.
I mean, Lizzie did use Hope's blood in that too.
Mm-hmm.
But like, it's just the fact that like, okay, so Hope was gonna leave. Like, okay, I loved how snarky Hope was, and even her like, you know, she's not my friend and stuff like that. Like, you can really like, I love the difference in our Hope and this Hope. And they're both our Hope, but like, you know what I mean? Like, it's two separate Hopes. But then like, as soon as she saw the fact that maybe that this was like a carnival of vampires, and I mean, obviously she had fun killing them because she's snarky like that. I was expecting her to like bring up her dad or something like that. Like, bitch, do you know who my dad is? Like,
or show her like werewolf eyes or something like.
Yeah, something
or
like
say that
she's
not a regular vampire. I thought.
But then the fact that like she realizes even without her humanity that it's probably better to keep Lizzie alive, and so she did go after and help Lizzie. You know, like from that parallel to Hope transitioning, by the way, like in that like room or whatever.
Oh yeah, the same thing.
I was gonna say down where Landon ran to, or Mom went to.
Yeah.
404 what?
404.
Yeah, 20.
Yeah. So but then like I was expecting Lizzie to be like, follow the sound of my voice or whatever, because Hope was like, okay, you have to listen for this vendor's voice or something. And like bringing the panda promise thing in too. Like,
oh, that was soft.
Yeah. And then but then her going and like getting Lizzie and being like, okay, because Hope does know even without her humanity, she needs someone to watch her back.
Yeah.
And so like going and like walking away from Lizzie, she was never going to do that because like she still has something that she needs to do, and having someone like Lizzie who sire bonded to her is going to be her best weapon.
And she also needs someone who she can trust.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Lizzie is
her best
the best
friend.
option.
Lizzie's her best, yeah. And with the sire bond too, Lizzie literally cannot hurt Hope. And so like having that,
she can betray Hope.
Her, and then having fun like them with that last vampire, and like with Saw, and you know,
remember when we were talking about like a couple of weeks maybe ago, when we were saying, I mean, I think I was saying that Hope is kind of lonely too, and she might know that deep down because of the same way that she was looking. I mean, she was going after Clark because she needed someone to just be with her and do shit. And now that she has Lizzie, it's different because the sire bond, she can control her, but she's not gonna do it like in a mean way, but in a I need you to be my friend and to watch my back way.
Yeah, exactly. And that makes
not
sense.
To fuck with her just because, unless it's funny.
She basically kind of did that to Clark though too. She forced him to come with her.
Yeah.
The same way that she's forcing Lizzie to come with her, except Lizzie has no choice to leave because she has to literally listen to everything that Hope says.
Yeah, and she didn't like when Clark was talking back to her about that as well.
No,
so.
even though Lizzie wanted to leave, she was gonna leave, and Vardamus was the one that was like, "No, I think you need to look after Hope." And then now she's being forced to leave. But like at the end,
but even now she's free though. She was like, "Okay, you're free to leave."
She said, "Oh, we're done, we're through." And what did Lizzie do? Lizzie went to go save the little girl or find out what happened to the sister, because it reminded her a lot of her and her sister, right?
Does that mean that we're not? I mean, I know that the synopsis for next episode said commands Lizzie, but are we still doing the sire bond thing? Because it seemed to me like she was free to do whatever.
Yeah,
that's what it seemed to me. But
unless she compels her next episode to do something specifically.
If Lizzie like pisses her off or something, or if Lizzie
it makes sense now because of the promo. Lizzie was crying with the knife and that thing.
Yeah. So Hope was forcing her to do something. Maybe Lizzie was like, I don't want to do that. And Hope was like, no, you have to do that. And so Lizzie was fighting
Yeah.
it. She was crying, but she still had the stake in her hand.
What if she's like, you have to dagger me? Do
But
they
like,
have ash? Wait, if they have a dagger with the ash of the red oak, they could do the same thing that they did with
Could.
vampires.
yeah, but I think that the ash was like left in wherever Vardamus was, unless Vardamus gave some to
true.
Lizzie. I don't know. But did they make it seem like they were talking like Josie was like gone, like dead?
Yeah,
Almost.
I don't know why they act like they can't like call her something.
They're acting like she was dead. Like Lizzie can't
Yeah,
just get on the
they're
phone and call her.
I mean, Legacies doesn't bury their gaze anymore. They just let them go.
I mean,
So
I guess
laughing,
it's the
I'm
same
she
with
might as well
Caroline.
be.
They treat Caroline the same way, or she just like exists.
Oh yeah.
But, like that's it. But when at the end, when she was just like, don't take away the connection, because the last episode she says, oh, I have this, like she was like talking about the sire bond, saying she, this codependency thing, and then this week saying, oh, don't let go of the connection, because like she was feeling upset about losing her sister, and then like
And she's not ready to be
possibly losing
alone.
that connection,
Yeah.
because now she's, if you think about it, she's technically dead, so she probably doesn't have that like twin connection anymore. Like that would have been cut off the moment she died. So like
Yeah.
she's kind of floundering, because she hasn't had her sister since season 3 technically, and she's been floundering this whole time trying to figure out where the fuck she belongs without Josie. And so now she's kind of like the sire bond thing. Oh, that makes a lot of fucking sense.
Doesn't it?
Holy shit. Okay. Anyways, with this, it's oh my, wow. Okay. I totally forget what I was gonna say now, because it just all fucking clicked. Anyways, she doesn't want to lose that connection to someone, because she's not ready to be Lizzie.
Yep. It clicked.
Holy shit.
The way that it clicked caught on 4K. But anyway, what
Did it
should we do next? The promo? What else do we have next?
What else happened with Hope and Lizzie? Is there anything else? Like,
No, I think you covered up everything.
I was really excited about like this nightmare circus, and I feel like we didn't get enough of the nightmare circus.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
we
thought it was
definitely-
something.
I got my killer clown, like a shot, like a 2-second shot, with the knife.
Chainsaw Massacre.
and I'm gonna take it. I don't care.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't.
So the promo.
Oh,
Let me.
also-
Oh,
watch
the
it.
trailer. Well,
Yeah, the
trailer. Yeah, let's talk about the trailer.
I mean,
well, the first face we see, it's the lyrics, and so,
Yeah.
and then the wishes, and then, but Landon, the way that Landon is looking at those two drinking, like he knows shit, and this is where my brain started to work. But also, at first, I want to talk about that scene. I mean, that frame, I guess, of Wade, and I'm assuming it's Landon
Yeah.
under the bed sheet. Cute. I don't know what's going on there, but
It really
like
looks like he's holding.
I miss
something.
them.
like,
Oh yeah, in the seals, I think it's a coin. It could be something else though, but
Like
it
why-
also very light, like Naj was saying.
Yeah.
yeah, but it, like in the distance, it still looks cloudy, so they must be in some different part of limbo. I mean, you know.
Yeah. Oh! I just changed the frame to Lizzie. Is she even wearing a daily ring? Because I don't think anyone has made her anything unless she made it
Made one
herself.
herself?
She's a witch.
Yeah, she probably did it.
But I haven't seen her wearing one, so I was like, huh.
That
Okay.
is interesting, actually. And Hope obviously doesn't need one.
I mean,
But
did Klaus and Elijah wore one?
no, but neither did Haley and Haley did. But if when
I think
Haley,
Elijah and Klaus also had one.
yeah,
Anyway,
but Hope's not wearing one.
I mean, Hope always wears rings, so maybe they just let it fly.
True.
Like every.
But like
Yeah.
in that episode, I think in that episode she's gonna send Lizzie. They're gonna find out somehow that Aurora is at the school, or Aurora's going after the gods. Hope is gonna send Lizzie back to the school to keep an eye on the school, because Lizzie's now powerful. She can protect the school, right? Because that's why Hope had her in a box and stuff, and she wanted her to start, because she knows that Lizzie is really powerful. So she's gonna send her back to the school and then Hope is going to go for answers to New Orleans because that's the last place Aurora was.
Mm-hmm.
God.
But like, because that's where all the answers are going to be, because that's where Aurora escaped from. So like, that
Yeah.
would make sense for Hope to go to New Orleans to figure out what the fuck to do about Aurora.
Yep.
So like, I think that they're going to part next episode, and that whole scene in the bench or whatever that we see the still of them is her literally saying, you know, you could go back to the school and protect the school.
And she's also going to see how much
Especially-
it's affecting Lizzie.
Right, because
Emotionally.
Cleo said we need to warn Hope somehow. And so I think they will, and that's when like Lizzie will be like, no, I have to go back to protect them. Because like that's still my home. And so Lizzie will want to go back, but she needs Hope to tell her to go back, obviously because of the sire bond. Because Cleo has no magic now. So who's gonna protect them?
Yeah.
So Hope will probably breaking the sire bond next week.
Well, maybe she'll just tell Lizzie to go.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be broken like that. Just because
Oh.
Hope still needs that reassurance to
Yeah.
like have someone to back her up.
And Lizzie did ask not to break it.
Yeah.
So like,
And,
I
like
think that
Hope
she sent
has
her
no
back.
humanity, but like she said, she's not a monster. So
Yeah. So like I do, and then Hope will kind of be on her own. I was hoping that Landon would show up at the end of it, but I don't think that he's going to now. But like I don't know what the whole
of
wave.
12.
Yeah, at the end of 12.
Oh no, I feel like they're gonna go in a different direction now. But I guess we're
We'll
gonna
talk
have to
about that
wait
when we
and
talk
see.
about Landon, right?
Oh yeah, and then we see like what we talked about earlier.
The graveyard.
Ted pissing on a grave.
What if it's his grave?
Stone. Yeah, that's what I said too.
Yeah.
Like I thought that was his, since Landon is laying on his own grave.
So if you're in
Like,
limbo,
over
you have
it.
your own. What if the way back is somehow through your grave?
Because the only way out is through, you mean?
The only way out is through. Exactly.
I mean, yeah, that could be. I mean,
Like-
I wanted it to be like, I keep saying that, but like Greek gods and
Then
Percy
that could
Jackson
be-
and stuff. Remember when I was saying that I wanted it to be like them going through the river Styx, so they get like a power boost, and at the same time like a, not a curse, but you know how it works
Well,
when you
If you think
balance,
about it,
like you're the heel of Achilles, is it?
yeah. If you think about it, in order for Hope to go through her transition, she had to jump into the river.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like
And-
that's the only way out, and
and so-
that's what I was talking about the other day.
What if that's what you were saying, which I know we haven't talked about, but you were saying that you think that Landon's secret
Oh yeah,
is that
he's already figured it out. He
He's
knows how
figured
to
it
get
and
out.
he knows something and he's figured it out, but it's something like, I think we had agreed maybe that only one could go through and not all of them.
Oh yeah. I was
Yeah, I think
I was saying
he's
that
the one who can go.
And he
because
figured
Landon
out,
is so smart.
Yeah.
There's no fucking way that he has been all this time with Ted and Alaric and all these ghosts, and he hasn't put it together yet. There's
So-
no fucking way. He's so fucking smart. He knows so much, but also he shared Malivor's mind. Malivor, who has eaten and absorbed all of these monsters. So if he could see through his eyes and know that Hope had become the Tribrid, then you don't even know what else he knows, since
What if-
Malivor
what if he
remember that
knows
he
it?
could see the movie. I'm pretty sure. I mean, I'm theorizing, obviously, but I feel like he already knows how to get out, and
Yes. And it's
the
through-
only way. I mean, the only reason that he hasn't told Ted and Alaric is because of what you said. Like maybe there only can be one. But to add into that, I feel like there only can be one, and that Landon knows that there needs to be a balance and another sacrifice, because nature asks for a
demands
balance, a
sacrifice.
life for a life.
Yep.
So there's no way that Landon is going to be willing to sacrifice
Or
anybody else
if he
just to bring
comes-
him back.
Yeah, if he comes back to someone on the land of living, have to come back through for him.
Kind of like what I kept saying back, like when we knew about Limbo, like in October or something, that it's repeating TVD season 5.
Yeah.
And we've seen it like all over it when they had to go through Bonnie when she was the anchor. So
And
it just
Landon
makes
learns
sense.
the only way out is through his grave.
I feel like it is. But I wanted it to be the river because of the Greek mythology implications.
Yeah.
And so Landon can come out the other side a little bit stronger, but also
What
like
if-
in Percy Jackson, the only way that you could kill Percy, I guess, it was stabbing him on the back, because he used to be like a very loving and kind person to everyone. So you know that saying that you get stabbed in the back when you get betrayed? That was literally his soft spot, I guess.
What if the only way he can come back is if he has his body? So the thing with Wade,
like in TVD season 5.
Wade is him talking to Wade to find out what the fuck happened to his body.
I fucking hope so, because I mean, I would love to see more parallels to TVD. I mean, that's a parent show. And TVD season 5 was it's season 5 and 6 are my favorite season, even though I know that not many people loved season 5 because of the travelers, but anyway.
Like that makes so much fucking sense though.
I know.
But what, like, and Lark's like, well, what is your secret? Well, obviously that's what the secret is because he knows how to go back. There's always a fucking loophole.
But also
he
knows Alaric and he knows Ted because he spent time with both of them, and he knows that Alaric is willing to do fucking anything to go get him back. So he doesn't really care about anybody else but himself. And Landon isn't like that, and we've seen that in 301, for instance, when he was ready to sacrifice himself so Ted, or the necromancer, wouldn't get the dark magic.
Alaric was willing to stay in the prison world when it was collapsing to let everyone go. Now all of a sudden he doesn't want to stay.
We've talked about this too. Like, I really hope that when Landon gets back, one of them has to get, they need one life for a life. And Alaric isn't dead. He's just in a coma. So I feel like if there needs to be a sacrifice, Alaric is going to be the one to sacrifice himself because there's no use for him anymore. And he knows that Landon can help Hope in a way that he can't.
Okay, so Lane released those notes that she drew on, and one of the things on the notes was, will my daughters be okay, or something like that?
Yeah.
And that makes me wonder if, Alaric is sacrificing himself.
Absolutely. I'm gonna die on this hill if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure he's gonna be the one. Nature needs a balance, and he's not dead, he's just in a coma. So what should be him? That's the way it is. And then Ted is gonna go and find peace because that's the thing that he wants. There's no use for him either. So
Pia, god damn it. Do you know what I'm thinking about a certain something about the grave and god damn. Okay, hang on.
What?
I'm gonna text you.
I have a lot of thoughts and I'm trying to. Oh shit, bitch. Yes. Oh fuck, that would be that. Yeah, we absolutely need to see that.
I mean, because if they're taking
oh yes, they have taken stuff from Buffy, and we know, and this isn't a spoiler dodge, so don't worry, or is if you're watching this. Hi. But they've done this before, even with Glory and Jen and Ben and other Ben. So I wouldn't put it past them, honestly. And it would be very fucking cool. Let's be real.
I know, right? I don't know. And then they happen to have episode 17 is called Into the Woods.
That there's no way that's not well, I thought it was because of the movie / musical first. And then I remembered Buffy.
But they already did another Buffy title, which was I Was Made to Love You.
I Was Made to Love You,
Not seen that episode yet, so no spoilers on that episode.
Oh, yeah. No. It's nothing to do with the show.
It has nothing to do with the show. It's just the title that they copied.
Yeah.
Same with Into the Woods. So it's to me, I don't know, that just seemed... Anyways, but that was where my thought went with that whole thing.
Yeah. And I think those are mostly my thoughts on Landon, that he's keeping that secret, and that's the secret, I guess. He knows how to get it out. He's just not doing it because he knows how those two adults are.
Naj, what are your thoughts on the promo?
Nothing. No.
I'm sorry.
As long as there's Landon, right?
Yeah.
That picture of Hope that was released like ages ago, and we all been debating why I can't fucking talk. Apparently, I can't
Yeah,
spell either. But anyways, we've
Theorizing
all been
brain.
debating about it. Do we
Hide
think
your brain.
that is from this episode coming up?
That's
Which
the
picture?
same, right?
That one where it looked like there's like
Oh, the with the someone behind her? Yeah, I think it's 12 or 8, I guess. I mean, yeah, it's 8 for them, 12 for us. Because they haven't shot that one yet. I mean, they are shooting it
the
right
next
now, but
one is what? Not all who wander are lost, or is it?
yeah, not all those who wander
Yeah.
are lost.
Okay.
hmm And then we have a fucking break of 2 weeks. Oh my god, I can't.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys. I manifested that. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah, you did.
apologize. I totally manifested that for those 2 weeks.
And still don't
But
hear
also, I'm very excited for that one because we get to see Jed and his backstory. I know it isn't like out in the promo yet, but we know because of what's it called? The casting calls.
Yeah.
And by we know, I mean we're assuming because it's
But like
fucking obvious.
also Naj and I are talking to Danielle in between 12 and 13.
Oh shit, you are!
Yes.
You are the 2.0 reunion, and then in December the 3.0.
Yeah.
Yes.
And we're gonna be there. Vid and I are gonna be there for the
You guys are
December
gonna be
one.
there that time, and we're
Yeah.
I already bought my plane ticket now, so it's
Oh my god. Should we do the? I don't know if Vid wants to
MVP.
say anything. Bestie, I'm so sorry for talking over. Sometimes I'm a fucking parrot.
do the MVP and
Yeah.
what's your favorite scene. Yeah.
Yep.
Naj, go ahead. Are you muted or are you just not?
No. She's just contemplating.
Just lots of words.
Y'all don't hear
The
me?
woman was too stunned to speak.
Y'all can hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now we can.
MVP, I honestly don't know. Aurora. You know what? MVP's Aurora. Why? I'm lying. I don't know. I mean, if anything, I'll probably say Ben. Because per usual, that's my son. That's my third son. For me personally, just the fact that even though he was so dedicated on leaving the school because he was afraid of harming other people, and he stayed for Jed, and even when Jed pushed him away, he still remained calm and didn't run away.
Yeah.
And then even telling Aurora about his, demigod history to prevent the school from getting hurt, just shows how much he cared about them in such a small amount of time. So, and my favorite scene is obviously the gym scene between Ben and Jed. No questions asked. And that's it. So,
Did we say that Jed literally said I like him?
Oh yeah, I did.
no,
I compared the it's simple.
Yeah,
I
you
like
did.
simple.
Okay, you
and
did,
then,
yeah.
yeah.
I feel like I know we like freaked out about it, but I can't remember. There was just so much I didn't remember if we like freaked out about it enough. So this is just like extra. Anyways, yes.
What's yours?
My turn. Right. I'm so used to being third. That's just, I'm gonna say my MVP this week is I'm gonna change it up and go with Finch. I would normally go with Hope but like we always say Hope, so I'm gonna go with Finch. Because I love the development of her without Josie. Like I just love this. Like she's speaking up more for herself, even though there was like the truth weed and stuff. But like she's trying to be a part of the school. She's trying to be there. And she was like this loner type. She emancipated herself. She didn't really, I know she had some friends, but she had said to Josie like she was just like kind of like on her own. She wasn't really like a school, like a joiner or whatever. And so like now to see her wanting to help and wanting to be part of the squad, and like I really love that. So I really hope that we see that more. And so yeah, she's my MVP. My favorite scene is probably when Hope did that thing when she was testing her strength. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
but
That was understandable.
that's it. That's all.
Okay, Vic.
Oh, My MVP is Jed, my baby. And my favorite scene is his scene with Finch, because I think that Finch understood where he comes from and wanted to be there for him, because he didn't know with who to talk about these feelings, new feelings he had for somebody, and like being a man. So I think that was really a nice scene showing like support into this community. So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Especially her being sapphic, you know, and
Yeah,
like
exactly.
having to
Okay, mine. I'm between my MVP. I'm actually really struggling between Finch and Lizzie, but I think I'm gonna go with Lizzie. And I know that we didn't really have like a lot of her this episode, even though it kind of, I don't know, it's weird. Simply because I liked the way that she stood her ground a little bit more. Even though she was, I mean, she is dealing with the cyberblind and all that, but like you could see that she's struggling to kind of do what she actually wants to do. And then like the way that you see her friendship with Hope, I don't know, I really like that we've seen Hope, Lizzie grow. So I just, I can't explain it, like the way that she's changed since season 1, and now like I'm really proud of her. I don't know, just think that I really didn't vibe with her at all in season 1. It's just a good change. And for like my favorite scene, I'm gonna have to go with Vid on this one. That scene was so fucking soft, and the solidarity between like queer people on TV, it was fucking beautiful. The way that he was trying to express himself, but he didn't really know how, and he was like, I think I like him, and she was like, oh yeah, me too. And then, oh shit, like you do in that way. And then the way that she was for him, especially considering that he's the alpha and she's like the second in command, I guess, almost alpha. I don't know, it's just really beautiful. And I really love how we've asked for a very long time for the show to develop friendships and more platonic relationships between these characters, and now we're finally seeing it. So yeah, I don't know, I really love
it. It is, yeah. I cannot say enough about how well this season is. Like, it just,
kudos to the writers. Like, damn.
Yeah, definitely, they're doing so well.
They could do better though if we got like development for our son, but like you're doing great.
And again, like, keep in mind, like, for anyone listening, we're not hating on the show, you know.
Oh no,
obviously, like, we love the show, we're doing a podcast about the show once again, but we're allowed to have opinions on things and not like things. We're not hating on the writers, we're not, you know, telling,
we're also being respectful about it.
Exactly. Like, we are allowed to disagree and have opinions, and just because we don't line up with your opinions doesn't mean that we're hating on your opinions. Like, it's just, you know, so just FYI, if we say something you don't like, we're going to too. So I mean, it is what it is, as Naj used to say.
Yeah, no, gonna give Robyn the meme that every time we end the episode, Robyn's gonna put the meme like, that's just my opinion. Someone got an opinion, someone got something to say.
Yeah.
Just gotta put it here, and then
I feel like we have to keep saying that, because, like, you know, too many times people have taken what we've said out of context,
or getting misinterpreted for the shit of it, just for shits and giggles,
and think that we're trying to say something else when we're not. You know, like, and that's been happening a lot, especially on the timeline this week. And so it's just like, it's, you know,
we have to agree with stuff. Like, we don't have to.
I feel like people sometimes forget that when you see something you don't like or you don't agree with, you could just mute, unfollow, block, or just keep scrolling. Like, mind your business. It's not really that hard. And this goes for all sides. Like, I don't give a fuck who you ship. Just try to be polite and don't be a dick to each other, especially now that we are fighting less in the fandom because of what happened in December. Like, it's hard, but like, we can do it. We survived season 2. Let's just keep pushing through.
Yeah. So anyways, we love the show. We love the podcast. We love.
Can we please get the bloopers now?
Can we get the bloopers? Exactly. Can we get Landon back?
Please. Yeah. But anyway, I think this is it. Thank you guys for having me. Very quick, like, jump into podcasts. So, it's been fun. I'm sorry for ranting a lot about Greek Shit.
You know, I just looked down for an hour.
Yeah, it was beautiful because like we had literally nothing to talk about this episode, anyways.
They could.
I know.
But we did.
I say to Pia, I'm just like, come on the podcast, please.
I was
Yeah.
going off about the theory of Landon and stuff. But
Yeah, she was already going off on a theory. I'm like, just come on the podcast because let's talk about this. Let's talk. I got to film and I want to talk about this, so let's talk. Come on.
The lack of Handon content is really getting to me right now.
oh yeah.
It's getting tough.
I was
I
not
really
the
feel like
strongest
after
warrior last
16
night.
though, 16 and to 20, I think we
It's
better
pretty
be
good,
fucking
yeah.
eating. Yeah.
But I was not the strongest warrior last night, so like I get it.
Yeah. We keep like changing who is suffering. At least we don't suffer all together.
Go watch Lucifer though. You'll get
I
entertained.
agree. Watch Lucifer. I got to watch Lucifer, and she loves it as she should. So everyone who hasn't seen it, go watch it.
Now I got everyone telling me to watch Lucifer. I would think
Naj-
about it.
Naj, we got Pia. We got Pia.
Oh yeah. I love it.
But anyways, that was
Thanks.
Follow the Sound of My Voice, which the stupid vampire said. A waste.
He's dead now, so it's fine.
Yeah, he's
Had a whole theory about Landon and Hope.
I wrote a whole story about it. You know,
Owning. And that's just starvation things.
yeah.
Yeah.
That was the review of that of 411, and you know, let us know what you think, what your MVP is, what your favorite scene was,
And your theories about
your
Landon's
theories,
secret.
clued into anything that we clued into, you know, any of that. If you have any theories about the mythology, or anything, write them
We'd
down
like to see
below.
it.
We'll put all of our social medias and everything linked in the description, except for Pia's because we're trying to hide her.
Oh yeah.
She's our secret.
Yeah. People are weird. I get scared. You're lovely though.
But anyways, thanks Pia for joining us. So
Oh yeah.
we
You're very welcome.
Always a pleasure.
Until next week.
Bye bye.
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 Hold up.